Back to Sunrise. My guest this morning is Todd Zalkins, the filmmaker behind the documentary Long Way Home. Todd, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, tell us a little bit about Long Way Home and sort of the inspiration behind it and the subject matter that you discussed.
Okay, it's called The Long Way Back, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's The Long Way Back, and it's my personal story about my 17-year addiction and recovery to prescription painkillers. And there's a lot of family kind of ties to it, too, in that it involves my being with my friend Brad Knoll, the singer of Sublime, on the night that he passed away from a heroin overdose. And so it's my recovery from the addiction as well as helping his son get clean and sober many years later, as well as addressing the opioid crisis here in America.
And what was your real idea for making the documentary? Do you have a lot of experience with filmmaking? How did it come about?
I actually have no experience as a filmmaker. In fact, a gentleman from Canada approached me to make the story, and ultimately, the bottom line for the purpose of making the film is to increase awareness and education here in America about this crisis that's ravaging our country. And the bottom line is to help other people, is to help people who are struggling with this disease that's killing almost 150 people a day.
Right. Now, we have a lot of people out there, a lot of young people that would like to get into filmmaking and that sort of thing. Do you have any advice for them, since you're sort of new to it as well, sort of things that you learned along the way?
Oh gosh, be prepared for some long days and being really tired. I mean, it's got to be something that you truly believe in, and it was a project of extreme passion. And if you believe in something, just go for it. And I'm sure glad that we did it, because it's already, the film is already helping a lot of people. And it's on Hulu and Amazon and Google Play. And we're getting messages from all over the world from people who are checking into recovery, and it's inspiring people.
Great. And obviously you've gotten to go around and talk to different people about the subject matter. Is there a specific instance that stands out to you, something that really a positive experience that's come out of this film?
There's been countless, but I mean, nothing warms my heart more than when I get like an email from a young person that says, you know, I watched the film and literally a day or two later they checked into treatment. Or like a mom, especially moms, I'll get an email from a mom saying, you know, we watched this film as a family, and you know, within a few days we agreed that our son or daughter was going to get help. It makes you feel really good that the message is getting out there.
Right. Now, if there's somebody out there right now that has a problem with opioid abuse or drug addiction, do you have any piece of advice, something that you'd like to share with them? Yeah,
that first and foremost, that you can get well. And that you don't have to be alone doing it. I think there's so much fear that when you're in this addiction, that all the discomfort that you're going to experience, that you don't have to first off do it alone, and that there are people that, as a support system, that first off you don't have to be alone, and that there's support groups out there, and hopefully a hospital or treatment center that can help walk you through it. But that sense of being alone is just awful. So you don't have to do it alone.
You don't have to. And Todd's going to be speaking tonight at MSU at 7 p.m. at McCool Hall, room 130 at the MSU campus, free admission. Has that been a cool part of the process as well, getting to go and speak to people? Oh,
it's one of the greatest things I could ever have imagined, is going to colleges and other institutions and talking to kids and young people everywhere, and helping to, you know, carry the message of hopefully to inspire people, and also to just share awareness, to not do it, you know, to help educate and say, hey, don't go the direction that I went. And so you know, there is no greater gift for me personally than to carry that message.
Well, the film's called The Long Way Back. Check it out on Hulu, a number of different places. Todd, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. And by the way, I had my first sweet tea yesterday.
Yes, and you still got the sugar from it going through your system.
I'm going to have 3 more today.
All right, and you're going to try some barbecue today, too.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah,
loved having you on
I love the South.
All right, we appreciate it. We're going to send it over now to